Hello, dear dreamers. Close your eyes and listen to the softly spinning tale of the Stardust Spinner, a gentle spirit who appears each night to weave hope and comfort into sleeping minds. At dusk, when the last hues of pink and purple melt across the sky, the Stardust Spinner descends above the quiet rooftops of a town at rest. She wears a gown of silvery threads that shimmer in the twilight, and in her hands, she cradles a glowing spindle from which she draws the faint gleam of stars. As she floats onward, her spindle weaves these tiny sparks into threads of stardust, each strand holding a promise of peace and calm. Drifting over a moonlit lake, she gathers reflections from dancing stars that twinkle on its surface. With careful, graceful movements, she spins those shimmering flecks into glowing threads that swirl in the evening air, ready to be carried away into the dreams of children far below. A hush settles around her, as if the very night is spellbound by her gentle magic. All at once, the spinner senses a trembling breath carried on the night air, a child locked in restless sleep, his brow creased with a worrying dream. Floating to the softly lit window, she sees a little boy stirring uneasily beneath his blankets, tiny whimpers escaping his lips. His heart seems caught in shadows, his face reflecting a quiet fear. With compassionate eyes, the spinner plucks a single, glimmering thread of stardust from her spindle, letting it drift like a gentle ribbon through the open window. As it settles upon the boy's covers, his worried features soften, and a hush of calm envelops him. In moments, his frown eases into a peaceful expression, and he slips into a serene, comforting slumber, shimmering thread as it settles across his blankets. And within moments, his eyes flutter closed. Continuing her nightly journey, the spinner moves from house to house, sprinkling silver strands over dreaming children. Sometimes she senses a timid girl clinging to her blankets, or a boy who's faced a hard day and yearns for some comfort. With each gentle swirl of her spindle, the spinner spins new hope into their dreams. The hush of the night grows deeper with her presence, streetlights glowing softer, shadows gentler, and hearts calmer with every stardust thread. Clouds drift across the moon, casting shifting patterns on the silent streets, but the spinner remains steadfast. Whenever she senses a child's fear, anxious thoughts, or uncertain sadness, she draws extra bright stardust, weaving a radiant glow that nudges away shadows. The hush that follows is filled not with loneliness, but with quiet promise, the spinner's gift of peace. As dawn's first rays peek over the horizon and the spinner's work draws to a close, she casts one last tender look at the peaceful homes below. With her glowing spindle nearly spent, she rises up through the fading stars, gliding into the early morning sky. She settles beside the quiet, pale moon, her favorite sleeping spot. There, nestled among moonbeams, she drifts into a gentle slumber, content in the knowledge that her stardust has brought comfort and hope through the night. When darkness calls again, she will awaken to spin more shimmering dreams for those who need her calm, guiding magic. So, dear dreamers, remember the spinner's lesson. Even in darkness, a spark of hope can shine. And when you feel the hush of night come over you, trust that somewhere, stardust is being spun just for you, carrying comfort and promise into your softest dreams. Sleep well.